Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nekopon and welcome back to Nekopon Gaming. Today we're going to be looking at the new Envious Viper Grimoire. That one is coming out tonight right after the update, so we're going to take a look at it today and see what it's all about. So this one features a Cinderella Gunner Sin class. You can see her here. She looks really cool. She looks like she's gonna beat someone up as always. And of course on her banner there's a couple more things that you can expect. So this one comes with a hammer, an instrument of Tome, and also her gun itself. Let's talk a little bit about Sin classes. But before we start, hi for those of you new that are here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this video. Okay, let's talk about the Sin classes. We've had a number of Sin classes, so I didn't show the ones before this, like Gretel and Alice. So far, these are the ones that we have. Recently, we had Little Mermaid and Pinot, and now we're gonna get Cindy Gunner. So far, all of the Sin classes have been in line with JP's releases except for Dorothy Paladin. So that means they've been mostly releasing them in the same order as JP. The next few ones that we know, if we follow JP's order, is going to be Red Riding Hood Cleric, Breaker Kaguya, and the really pretty Greedy Crow Paladin that is Snow White. Of course, none of these are guaranteed since we don't know if Global's gonna like switch up which classes are gonna come first or later, or what dates they're gonna come out with these classes at all, but this is just speculation, so it's kind of fun just to predict what's gonna come up. You can see here that the dates for us, we kind of have all these three that are slammed into July earlier, but then you can also see for the last three on the right side that in JP they came out with like a 1 month interval. I don't know for us if they're going to be also doing these 1 month intervals or if they're gonna kind of like smash it up, make a faster cadence for Global. I'm willing to bet that they're gonna make it faster for us, but we'll see what happens. Alright, with this aside, let's talk about the Cindy class. At this Envious Viper class, we have a ton of M attack. So at level 5 and level 8, we have M attack. And then if you use her as a support class, you also get an additional 800 up here. And of course, a special thing here is at level 10, you get the magic attack that's 1.5 when using a projectile class. So that's really nice. If you get her level 1 Arcana, you get an additional 600 magic attack. Now, if you get the second Arcana, you actually get 800 magic defense, which I don't think is super important. So I wouldn't use Metal Desires on this yet and kind of just like wait it out and see what else you can get with it, because this is pretty low priority in my opinion. Unless you have extras left, then I would get it. All in all, this class has a ton of M attack, so if that's something you're looking for, you should definitely get it and equip it into your support class. So I think for Paladins, you can actually wait until end of the month to see if you want to get this class. The M attack looks really good on it, but I think, just in case they come out with something like a, Sin Paladin class, you don't want to miss out on that. Okay, next, let's take a look at the weapons. The first one is Handgun of Envy. This one is Cinderella's gun. Both of the magic attack and magic defense are pretty decent on this gun. Overall, this gun is actually not bad, but it's not like amazing or exceptional. Gathered Crimson Lotus will deal moderate damage to one enemy, and it has more power if you have more fire weapons in your main grid. Torch of Exorcism 4 is going to deal massive damage to one enemy, and of course it comes with Dauntless Courage 2, and that's always welcomed. So in general, I think this gun is pretty okay. It's not bad for what it is, especially for a class weapon, and if you get it, that's a nice bonus with the class. Next, we have the Club of Calming. And literally, this is a very calming hammer. It's not very violent at all. The P attack and the stats in general are pretty mediocre in my opinion. Lightning of Onslaught 3 is going to deal great physical damage to 1 to 2 enemies and also decrease their physical attack by a little bit. Next, we have the Sounds of the Hourglass. This is an 18 cost fire instrument, and it has Holy Knight's Gospel 3 that increases the physical and magical defense of 1 to 2 allies by a great amount. The stats on this one is not particularly impressive, and even though it has support boon 2, I think it's probably worth saving it for crystals for a weapon that will actually stay in your grid for a fair bit longer. There's no need to really waste it on this instrument right now, especially because it's not a step-up banner. Next, we have the Book of Bats. Book of Bats is a fire 18 cost tome, and it looks really cool. The pages are purple and I can just see it being like super magical as the pages are flipping. I really like the design of it. Unfortunately, this book is not that great. I don't think it's really worth throwing your crystals at it. It's not really exceptional by any means. Incantation of Debilitation 3 is going to reduce the magical attack of 1 to 2 enemies by a great amount. Unless you really need to reduce your enemy's M attack, I'm not going to be recommending this book. In general, I think this is a skip for most sorcerers. And at this point, our crystals are so hard to come by that we only want to spend it on the best books out there. Overall, the banner is mostly just for the magical vanguards, especially gunners, because of the 1.5% damage. Everyone else can pretty much just pass. In fact, if you can, I think it'd be worth it just to claim Cindy herself with Medal of Desire, since none of the weapons on this banner is particularly amazing. And also because it's not a step-up banner. It's better to save your crystals in general for a banner that will probably yield you more rewards. Especially if you haven't finished your spec medals yet, it'd be worth it to save your crystals for the spec banners this month. Next thing to talk about is that Limit Break Grimoire is coming back with this update, and we're expecting them to add a few new weapons as usual. So nothing is guaranteed, but we do have speculations of what the next items are. The weapons to be added, but not limited to, are going to be this set right here. We have Breath of Rebirth, Flame Beast's Gun, Wicked Hare's Path, Eagle's Legionnaire, Sorrowful Stuffed Toy, and Book of the Flame Spirit, which I am very excited about. Both of the Minstrel and Sork items are very, very good this time. So I really do hope this set would be added to the Limit Break Gacha. Next, we also have some news about Summer Festival Fun! And so this is actually going to be a simultaneous event that's brand new that we're going to get with JP. JP will be announcing more about it on their YouTube channel on August 4th at 21 o'clock Japan time. So I'll put that link down below so we can all take a look at it, report back anything that I see in there that's really cool for us to know right away. I think one thing that we know so far that we're gonna get is this really cute Alice that was kind of teased at the last big SINoALICE times. She's kind of in her yukata and she has like a ghosty mask on her, and I'm thinking this will be a sorcerer because there's like a floating book next to her. Although the book doesn't feel like it's quite in place. It doesn't look like it matches with Alice. Just because there's a book there, I'm assuming it's going to be a sorcerer. And just a few more things. In August, we have the featured Grimoire. This one will have Dorothy Gunner, Little Mermaid Paladin, and Scarlet the Nightmare. So if you don't have these yet, it might be a good time to either roll for them, or I think the more important thing is that their arcanas will be in the store. So if you haven't had a chance to grab them before and you have these classes already, this will be a good chance to get those stats. Next, just a cute little quality of life update for you. If you update your game now, you actually have this new filter in your classes. So when you're upgrading your classes, you can click on this class level upgradable button and it will just filter out all the classes to the ones that you can still upgrade, which is really, really nice because we're getting a ton of classes and sifting through all of them to look for the ones that we still upgrade can be a little bit of a pain. So this button is really nice to have. And a quick reminder that Blood Colo is among us starting tomorrow, so don't forget to go into Colo with all your guildies, collect that blood, and get that gacha. Lastly, don't forget that the Royal Creator Support Campaign is still happening, and it will continue to happen because in August we'll have a new link for you. Fill out the questionnaire down below for a chance to win 100 Twilight crystals, and when asked, my secret keyword is INVOLVEDCARROT, which you can see on the screen right now. This entry period ends at the end of July, and then we'll have a new entry period starting in August, so that's very, very soon. So remember to come back for more content in August and more chances to win Twilight crystals. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I'm wishing you lots of good luck on your gachas, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!